fun part of a product review, making sure the product's going to work. Alrighty, so let's try this thing out. I tell you, the wind is really whipping today. It's 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts, and I'm pretty sure even without the bag on it, I'd feel it. So the bag I put it on, this is basically a shakedown run, just to see how the bag does. You know, as far as balancing out and things like that. I loaded it with all the gear that I would normally have for a 3 to 4 day camping trip, because I mean, that's the basis that I'm using for reviewing the bag, is hey, this is what I would use this bag for. So it has my Nemo Galaxy 2P tent, it has my Climate Static V mattress in it, it has my my sleeping bag. I can't think of the name of it. I cannot think of the name of the sleep. It's a Eureka Silver City sleeping bag. Nalgene bottle with cup. It's got my cook set in it. You know, my stove. The canister stove, my MSR micro rocket stove. So I mean, it's got clothes in it, my hatchet. I mean, everything that you would need for a camping trip. You know, 4 days worth of freeze-dried food. I loaded it up just like I'm going on a camping trip. I think I may need to slide it back a little more. It is kind of pushing into my back. It's kind of nice because it's like a backrest, but I just can't get quite down on the quite as far back as I normally would. It's not horrible, but there is, I mean, it's maybe an inch difference. So with some minor tweaking, hey, that's what the Shakedown Run is for. We're just making a quick trip, you know, into town and around and see how it is. The balance doesn't feel too bad on it. May repack a little bit and change the weight, but it's really it's not bad at all. So far I'm liking it, and it seems solid. It's definitely, I mean, it's got some mounting options for it. It's got, you know, 2 different ways that you can run D-rings in the front to run the straps off of, and 2 different ways that you can run D-rings off it in the back. And then it also has the straps that are under the seat. So it seems like it should mount up pretty solid. Again, we'll have to see. That's what Shakedown Run's for, right? But yeah, there'll be a full review coming on it. Hopefully here soon, maybe this weekend if I got time off. I should have. It's my birthday weekend coming up, so we should definitely have some time to do that, depending on what the festivities entail. But yeah, I just want to know that, you know, the bag will hold up, it'll work, it's got something that'll carry my gear. I do like the fact that it comes with the rainproof cover as well, but again, like I say, we'll go over all that in the review and give you the specifics on it. I also have my trusty GB tank bag on here, my ST602 5-liter tank bag, and that, I mean, like I said, I loaded it down just like I'd be making a trip. So that's got my all my electronics. It's got, you know, my 6 rechargeable battery packs that I use for recharging my phones and stuff, as well as my Kindle, and my Kindle is in there. It's got my spare GoPro batteries, all my chargers, everything. So yeah, this setup right here is exactly what I would be running on a road trip. So I just wanted to see how the bike handles, see if I need to play with the suspension at all. This is definitely not the best day to have done this because, again, the wind is absolutely sucking today. So, you know, maybe it is off balance. Maybe it's not, and I can't tell just because I'm getting blown all over the place from the wind. But yeah, so far I'm impressed with the size of the bag. I do think I want to pick up one of the SW Moto tent bags. It's just about the same width as the bag, but it would hold my, I think I could fit probably my tent, sleeping bag, and everything in there to get that out of the bag and just strap it on the top of it to give me more room actually inside the bag for more stuff if I was making an extended trip. Because those, I mean, your sleeping bag and your tent, those are the biggest things that take up space. So if I get those out of there in a bag that will securely attach and mount it on top, that'd be perfect. I'd have more room than I know what to do with. I mean, at that point I could pack enough stuff in there that I'd be 2 weeks on the road and be fine. But yeah, my Galaxy Nemo tent packs down, you know, it's 16 inches. So that's one of the reasons that I bought that, is because it packs down so small for motorcycle camping, and it will also fit, you know, easily in my backpack. My sleeping bag doesn't compress as much as a down bag, but I mean, it's kind of a trade-off. I went with the synthetic over the down because, yeah, it takes up a little more space, but if down gets wet, you're screwed. Whereas synthetic, you know, it's not as bad if it gets wet. It'll dry out. I mean, it's not going to kill you with hypothermia if it gets wet. So, and it's gear that I use for stuff other than motorcycle camping. I mean, it's dual purpose. If you're looking for motorcycle camping gear, my best advice, look at backpacking gear, because backpacking gear is designed to be lightweight, compact, multi-use, and, you know, pack, it's designed to have everything that you need to be able to fit into your pack and be able to carry it in on your back. So, I mean, that, it makes the perfect motorcycle camping gear. I mean, don't spend the stuff for, especially the Harley branded stuff. Good God, that anything Harley branded is overpriced anyway. You get twice the quality for half the price. Wow, my nose really itches. That's better. But yeah, backpacking gear is the way to go. Don't buy, unless it's something specifically motorcycle related that you need, such as a tail bag. I mean, you're not going to find a backpacking motorcycle tail bag that's not motorcycle related. I mean, stuff like that, yeah, you have to buy motorcycle related stuff. But a lot of the motorcycle geared stuff, the products out there that they're pushing, oh, you need this for motorcycle camping. Well, no, you don't. Just buy the backpacking version for half the price and use that. I mean, all of my gear is designed to be, you know, lightweight and work well on solo trips. And, you know, I've used it, like the tent and stuff like that. It's a two-person tent. If you're buying a two-person tent, it's basically a one-person tent and your gear. It does have 2 vestibules, which is really nice. But, I mean, I've used it with my oldest. You know, we've slept in it a few times. Like when we were camping up in the Upper Peninsula, we slept in it and it's fine. But it's really, I mean, it makes a great one-person and gear motorcycle camping tent. Apparently people on Gold Wings just don't wave. That's kind of what I'm noticing. I think I've had 2 Gold Wings since I've been riding that have actually waved at me. But yeah, I definitely think that I need to, maybe adjust the bag rearward a little bit just to free up. It's just a little bit forward, maybe an inch or so. And I want to get that that extra space just for a little more comfort. So I think that's going to be in the works, which is no big deal, easy to do. There'll be a full review coming on it in the future where we go ridiculously into detail and I show you all of the gear that I have packed in it. So until then, you guys take care and we will see you next time. Thank you for watching. From all of us at Road Rage 810.